So, last session saw the cabal investigating Westminster Abbey. Whilst Vanitas and Quatermain were distracting the priests and looking for a random piece of paper that didn't exist, Proetus decided to investigate the rest of the abbey. Due to the size of it, he managed to stealth his way around, and he found an alcove with a baptism font. There he saw a vision of Lord Harrington throwing a penny in after kneeling, and him then vanishing. Vanitas followed suit and also vanished through the iris that appeared, sending him into a verge that it was attached to the Westminster Abbey. He heard voices within the verge as he was listening at the door. He then went through the door and discovered 4 seers of the throne mages on the other side. Didn't take kindly to being invaded like this. They decided to try to capture Proetus, but he put up a bit of a fight and unfortunately perished in the conflict. But not until, well, just shortly after, they managed to retrieve some information from his mind as they tore it apart. Yeah, they got some information, and Vanitas and Quatermain headed home, oblivious as to where Proetus had got to or what's happened to him. So we return back to the game world at around about 11 o'clock, April the 6th, 1861. Enoch is currently in the Sanctum, which was owned by Proetus, but now that ownership could be dubious, to say the least, seeing that Lego and Proetus are now missing. Lego being Proetus's brother. And that's where we open the game up with Vanitas, Quatermain, and Enoch all in the dining room in the Sanctum. Oh, okay. Yeah. No. Yes, I remember now. Yeah. I do remember that. Okay, so yeah, Brunella can actually cast the spell for scrying if you so choose. She got. Okay. Okay. Does any of you have space? Okay. I'll just trying to be helpful. No, I'm not panicking at all. Oh. This will either go really well or really badly. For Brianna, that is. Okay, Okay, so yeah, she does cast the spell. She sets out a seance, if you like. I'm just going to roll paradox. Oh, I've done that. Oh, what am I doing? I'll roll wisdom instead. Because she's trying to contain it. Yeah, she just masses that. She sets out a seance table, closes all the curtains, sending the room into complete darkness. And you all sit round the table, fingertips touching each other. And she starts to mumble under her breath. For about an hour this goes on. She then says that Proetus no longer exists and that she can't find him. He's gone. He's not in this world anymore. I can't find him. Possibly, yeah. I mean, I don't know where he is. He's not on this world. If he was, I would have found him. I could, if you want, I could ask the dead. Are you sure you want me to do this? Okay. And she then... I think she's got 3 in that. Yep, she does. Okay. Yep, she go for that. So as she casts this spell, you can see that her skin starts to bruise as the paradox backlashes against her. Her eyes roll up into the back of her head, and the room that you're currently sitting in goes stone cold. And Scott, do you want to do the last words of Proteus? As his spirit is drawn into the room. You've got an hour, let's say. This is an hour. This is a scene or 1 hour in game. So you got the coin. No. So you went to the library and uncovered the lost verse, and you sang it outside Tay Ley Line, sorry, and that's where you found the coin. As the fog, yeah, the fog revealed it to you. Yeah. Kind of. There's a certain thing you got to do. Oh, okay. I will send you a whisper, Proteus. The first time I didn't ask the right question. That they don't have. Yeah. So here's a... Kaelwyn of the Silver Mask is his other name. Yeah, they were with you when you found the verse. Yeah, Mr. Quill was the librarian or spiritual librarian. Yeah. Yeah, but it's more of a what is Lord Harrington doing? You don't actually have to sing the verse. So. Yep, sure. Yep. So you encountered um, one, two, four seers of the throne, three men, one woman. One of the blokes, his skin looked like stone. He looked like he was chiseled rather than born, and he hit you hard with knuckle dusters. The other gentleman, he seemed to be the leader, and he's the one that literally sunk his fingers into your skull and pulled out parts of your mind as he looked for information. The younger of the three gentlemen just sat singing throughout in a bit of a discordant tune, and he would also prevent some of your magics from happening. As for the lady, she appeared out of nowhere and moved fast. That's as much as you can remember, or that you saw. And it. And as you say that, the image of Proteus fades and the spell ends. Benena and Tassoni look at each other and look at you guys. Well, that's a shitter, isn't it? How can it be worse? Your friend's dead. Proteus is dead. Our friend. The guy who owns this building. Which means that if he hasn't had a will made, then it's going to go back to government. Yeah, eviction. Exactly. And Lego's missing. Oh, we need to get moving. So he says, right, I think we need to start packing before the bailiffs come in. I'm afraid it's... Well, if they find the body, they will. But they're not going to leave it stinking in the verge. They're going to bring it out somewhere and dump him. Well, who knows? Maybe there's some identification on him or something. I don't know. He might have a letter on him. He might have a letter on him or something. A passport. Who's that? Okay, yeah. This will be interesting. So what's the plan, guys? Yeah, because some of you are wounded as well. As you're getting down to breakfast, well, a late lunch, there's a on the front door. Okay, so you're heading to the front door, Ollie. Or Enoch. Okay. Standing at the front door are two gentlemen. One you recognise as Reese, and the other is a gentleman with messy hair, short, a black overcoat with a white shirt and black waistcoat. And he introduces himself as Oculus. Reese says, may I come in? Oh, well, I want to introduce you to a friend of mine. I've called upon him to help us run interference against the Seers and the Concilium to what you're doing. Yes. And you all watch as this gentleman walks into the dining room with Reese. Ah, bacon and eggs. Lovely, Reese says as he sits down. And This gentleman with me is Oculus. Oculus. This is Enoch, Quatermain, and Vanitas. Where's Proteus? Oh, that's not good. Ah, he. Oh, how did he die? Oh, I see. Okay. Sounds. Yes. That's a shame. Kind of puts plans back a little bit, as he was the more competent out of you three. Magic-wise, I mean. So, Oculus Reese turns to you as he waves a sausage on the end of a fork. Change of plans. I think these gentlemen would require your aid. Myself, I will have to deal with the plans that I was discussing earlier alone. Well, I won't be alone, I'll have friends. But I think these gentlemen will need your help, by the sounds of things. Are you up for the challenge? Excellent. Good. Very well, I'll go and have a chat with some friends of mine in the cricket match. Do be careful, gentlemen, please. The seers aren't a joke. They are very serious about what they do. And as you've noticed, they also killed now 2 of your friends. Are you sure you don't need my help at all? If not, I will go off and do what I need to do. Well, yes, I do have a lot of business to take care of. I can't be everywhere at once, of course. Well, I wish you all the best of luck, and I hope you avenge Proteus's demise. Please keep myself or Orphic informed of what you find. It might be pertinent to the events that we are looking at unleashing. And with that, he eats the sausage, stands up, and heads out of the house, leaving behind Oculus. And Scott, would you like to give a better description of your character and what he's about? And introduce yourself to the rest of the cabal. Yes, they will be, yeah. It's 2 floors up, so they're on the 2nd floor. You won't know they're there unless somebody tells you. Yeah, as you say that, the whole house unfolds and you can see every room and every floor laid out before you. Everything. You can even see the crusty sock under Enoch's bed. Bash it a few times against the wall, be fine. No, because yeah, and Bongo's dead. And Bongo's dead because he had the boon from Bassett or Bast. Oh, yeah. Oh dear. Yeah. You have no influence over them whatsoever. You don't even have access to the Garou either, because Proteus was the one that was the sort of liaison with those. Yeah, you can find that. You got Ossol as well. Is an Interfector Mage like Reese. And a Provost. They don't look fine, Oculus. They're badly beaten and bruised. Some of them are sporting burns as well from a past event. Or you could always send him a telepathic message. Yep. Okay. So if you just want to roll empathy, wits, and mind, and just see what we get, it'll just speed things up a little bit, so we don't leave Holly out of the game too long. Okay. Yes. Unfortunately, you can spend. I'll give you. You can spend a willpower to have an automatic success on this one. However, if you wish, use those resources now. Okay. You get a message back from Reese, and he goes, you want me back? Is it not working? I see. Do you wish me back there? Or do you want me to send somebody round to give you help? Okay. Do they need patching up? Do they? Then. Right, I'll. You can use them anywhere you like, Holly. Yeah, just put in 5 extra dots anywhere you like. So it could be in magic, arcanum, willpower, wisdom. It's up to you. It's your choice. It's your character. You see Reese. Reese pops back into the room. Yes, I got a message from you saying that you guys need patching up by the looks of things, and oh my lord, you are dead. Because he was too focused on the sausage. Yeah, he's got one eye. Give him a chance. He's got one eye left. He lost it in battle. Yeah. I see. Very well. I will see what I can do for you. This might take a while, he says. Okay, so he can heal aggravated damage, I believe. Yes, he can. He can heal aggravated damage if he spends reach, which he's going to. He's going to spend 2 reach, in fact. So you can heal normal wounds as well. And he is also going to apply high speech. He stands and holds a staff before him. And he waves it around in the air. And he starts to talk in high speech. You feel a strange sensation overcome you as a mist starts to surround him with a strange greenish glow, and it starts to highlight and pick out all the metals in the room. Time starts to slow down, and it looks like you're moving in treacle, and then it explodes outwards as he finishes the spell. And the spell finishes, and your wounds heal up, and you can heal 4 aggravated wounds and 4 normal wounds. And it only takes him 10 minutes to do this. Yeah, aggravate is the highest, yeah. And as the mist starts to dissipate from out the room, you see a hint of thorny vines with white flowers now growing out of the wood. Sorry about that. That's my signature. It will go after a few days. I will see if I can't get somebody to pop in and give you a hand. Somebody that's suitable for fighting, close quarters maybe. Yes, right, okay, I'll see what I can do. Where do they meet you? Yes, where would you want them to meet you? Excellent, I'll get them to meet you there. Oh, there's a young lady that is currently there investigating a disturbance from last night. And I think I'll also send a friend of ours as well to lend a hand, maybe. Oh, I'll have to be going. I need to contact some people. The lady that I'm referring to, she's a lady of the cloth. Constance, I believe her name is, or the one she goes by. She's just arrived in London a few days back. and she reported a disturbance at the Westminster Abbey last night, magical in nature. A fight apparently happened. Yes, some gas lamps exploded. She's investigating that currently. Yes, yes. Yes, it is rather. It's strange that would happen. You're not going to tell him. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, he doesn't know. He doesn't get it. So yeah, he's he then he then heads out. It was night time actually, but yeah. Yep. Oculus, you get a beat. So, are you heading over? Is it like the sound like this? Okay. Are you all heading to Westminster Abbey? Alright. You head across town to Westminster Abbey. Getting through the traffic at this time of day and the crowds takes you about an hour and a half. As you walk in, you notice that the fog seems to hang heavy around your feet throughout the entire journey. Even though it is... What? Isn't there not a weather mod on this anymore? Nope. Oh shit. Oh well. Bless you. Even though the sun is out, the mist still hangs around your feet, which seems odd. And you eventually make your way to Westminster Abbey. Outside you see, well, Holly, can you please describe your character? Okay. You see a group of people approaching. Yeah, don't worry about that. Because your token's not on the map. It's fine. But yeah, a lot of the game is theatre of the mind. But when we get to a battle map, we'll have a token. No, not yet. No, you're still at. Well, I've not moved you over to the map yet because it's going to be theatre of the mind. So currently you're outside Westminster Abbey. No, you don't, because Reese hasn't told you. Post it quite at mine. You. It's his shadow name. So mages have shadow names and real names. So every mage will know their other mage's shadow name. So it's like a hidden identity, if you like Batman and Bruce Wayne. So you'll probably never know their real name because that means that you hold power over that person then. Yes, there is. In this game there is. Yeah. But you would recognise that Quatermain and Oculus are shadow names. And you'd also see the Nimbus as well, faintly. A little jig. Yeah, there's signatures all over them from the Seers of the Throne, and there's been a magical battle here as well, and you've obviously seen some gunshot evidence of gunshots. And because you got spirit too, you could have asked the local spirits of what happened, and they told you that two group of people turned up and they was throwing lightning at each other. So you assume that it was a between two cabals essentially. No, that happened inside the Verge. So no, you've just been outside investigating this for now. Yeah. Okay. What are you looking for? Wow, I can see another. Oh, I was gonna say I thought I was going to see another beat coming there for you. You look around, and under a bush you find a shoe. Okay, you pull out a shoe, and to the others it looks familiar. It's Proteus's shoe. You do discover drag marks. They head to the road and then stop as they get to the pavement. Yeah, you would, yeah. Because he's one of the provost or one of the main concilium members, you would have been introduced to him when you arrived in London. Yeah. It just goes to the side of the road and then stops. If you've got time, you could look back in time by a small bit of a spell. You hear... Sorry, go on. No, go on. You carry on. Yeah, if you got one in one dot in time, you can all help, and it'll add 1 dice to Oculus's roll. It'll be duration. Yeah, they're fresh. It's freshly turned earth, so probably last night. No, the scene means it will last for the scene. But so basically, it'll last for an hour if you like, out whilst you're outside, or you can have it last for a couple of turns because you'll get the information you need in a couple of turns. It'll save you on reach then. Okay. That's a good roll. That's an arcane beat for you. Wow. So yeah, you close your eyes and get your pocket watch out, I take it, and you start to concentrate. And in your mind's eye, as the scene unfolds, you reverse time in your vision. And you see 2 men dragging a third and another man standing watching. They drag him into a cart, and it fits the description of their friend that they lost the previous night. You see the man that stood watching just flipping a coin, and they managed to get him onto the cart, and you hear the younger gentleman turn and says to him, "What was the coin about?" "I have no idea, but I'm keeping hold of it," he says, as he tosses it into the air and catches it again, and then tosses it and catches it. "We'll keep it safe in the Verge. Who knows? They might come back looking for it. Let's get back to what we was doing. We can't allow him to awaken." And they head back into Westminster Abbey as the cart drives off. Yeah, I just described it. Oh, it was your AFK. Did you hear any of it? No. So, what happened was, I'll paraphrase it now. They dragged Proteus out, put him onto a cart. It drove off. The 3 men, one still had your coin. He was tossing it while they was talking, and they were anticipating the return of the cabal. And also, they had to head back into the Verge to keep him asleep. And that's all they said. All 3 went back in, yes. Yeah. as you do that, a carriage pulls up, and this lady steps out. All players, yep. Observer. She steps out of it. Yes, it's Shogor. No, you haven't, no, but everybody else should have, other than Constance and Oculus. Shogor steps out. She holds her skirts up as she steps out onto the pavement and looks at you all. Well, Reese said you needed help, and here I am. What do we do? You've met her. You've not had anything to deal with her. It's mainly Lego that has. Oh no, Vanitas and Enoch would have had though. Well, I'm Shogor. Pleasure to meet you all. You are new here in town. I know Vanitas and Enoch, and I heard the demise of Proetus. It saddens my heart. I hope he rests easy now with the ancestors. Oh, Quatermain, please do not speak so much of him like that. He is a good man. Lego's not been for his kung fu lessons, is he well? Oh, is he alive still? That's not good. So, what's the plan? Yes, the plan. Maybe some protection spells first before we go in and fight these people. That might be wise, yes. Yeah, so you do find like a small alcove out of the way where no one can see you. She's going to do that. Okay, first up, Shogor starts to cast a spell. And they're in the items. No. Just ropes in the items. It should be there. Green. A green folder under items. Okay, you can all add 3 armor due to what Shogal's just given you on the buff. Yeah, so you can add 3 armor to your armor and ballistic armor or bal for this this effect. And it will last for the scene. If you can't, don't worry about Shogal. Ooh, okay. So Constance, do you? Wow, another arcane beat for you. So Constance, do you wish to do any spells to buff yourself or pull your friends up before you head in? Okay. Yeah, right. So you currently have 3 in armor and ballistic armor from Shogal, so you don't have to worry about that. Prime, you've got Prime 4. Now, you can't go higher than your Gnosis, which is 2. You can go 1 higher, but you can't go above that. So what I'll do is I'll take 1 off Prime and add it to Gnosis to make it a 3. That basically balances that out. So with Prime 3, if you're not sure, you can have a look at Rotes. No, you're fine. So yeah. And you've And I'll also add this one on. So I've added some rotes to your character sheet as well. So you can actually do improvised casting. So you don't have to use the spells that you can see. You can make the spells up as you go along on this game, as long as you have the knowledge. The rotes are essentially out of the book to make spellcasting easier for you. So you can see what you can do and what you can't do. But always, if you're not sure, always ask, and I will guide you as best I can. So there's no panic, no rush. Against her friends. Well, you know that as a mage, you would know that a verge and an iris is not actually on this world. So when you go through the iris, you'll be entering a spirit realm, if you like. So it won't affect anything in the abbey at all. It'll be perfectly preserved. Yeah, gas lamps exploding. Yeah, that's weird. Especially multiple gas lamps exploding. Yeah. So if you casting wards and signs, you click on the little icon on your character sheet, which will bring up a window telling you that's what you're casting it on. Most of it's filled out. However, you want yantra, so you can use one yantra, which will be your dedicated tool. So if you click that and click tool +1, yeah, so go to your rotes, click on wards and signs, the actual icon. It brings up a little window. Okay, then on the left hand pane you come down to yantra, and you click that and it'll add that in onto the sheet. So click tool. Now, are you spending willpower? If you're spending willpower for magic, that'll add 2 dice to the modifier. So if you do that, you put 2 in the dice mod underneath. It comes back once per day, so you get 1 point back every day. Or if you meet your virtue or vice, you can get it back that way in a scene. Yeah, so you currently got a dice pool of 6. Yeah. Yeah. You'll lose numbers. Yeah, so if you go to 10 subjects, which is the next step up, you're spending 1 reach to do so, and you're dropping from 6 to 4 dice. Yeah, that's fine. She's quite happy with that. So if you do that, you click advanced, and that will take it to 5 subjects, which will be your whole group. So on scale, yeah. So yeah, that I'm talking through it, Scott. Just give me a chance. So, are you spending willpower, Holly? Okay, put 2 in dice mod. Okay. Now, on duration, you've got a duration of 3 turns for free. Now, if I was you, I would click advance, and that will do it for the whole scene. So a scene can last for hours. Okay, so click advance. That will spend a reach because you're changing the spell modifiers. You want to change the scale to 5, so click advanced again to save dice pool, and that will take you to 2 reach. Now, your casting time is going to be an hour. If you click advanced again, that's going to incur another reach, which sends you over what you can actually do and send you into a paradox, potentially. Yeah, paradox can end up killing you if you're not careful. Most of them are going to have to because of, you know, how they're doing things. Okay, so we do that, and then we go to range. So you can all hold hands to do this, so you don't have to change that. And then once you're ready and everything looks good, click cast spell, and it describe how your character does it. Does she get the Bible out and start to talk, you know, out the Bible and protect him with the words of God? Or does she get a cross out and bless everybody? So you should be... You've changed it twice. So you... That's right, yep. Yep, that's right. No, that's fine. That 10 again basically means every time you roll a 10, it rolls another dice to see if you succeed twice or not. So that's a good thing. Go for it. Nice. Yeah, you're rolling that privately. To me, that's okay. That's not a problem. So, how does your character do this? Oh, nice. Are you containing the paradox, Adam, or letting it out? Okay. I would like you to roll wisdom, please. And you get an arcane beat as well. And how does Quatermain do this? Yes. So click wisdom, then the dice. It'll roll wisdom. And you need 1 success. Yep, you managed to contain it, and you can take 1 bruised condition. So 1 bruise on your health points, which will regen after 15 minutes anyway. So don't worry about it. As you all stand outside in this little alcove, away from prying eyes, and you start to do your own little rituals in preparation for battle. Are you all ready? Okay. You head into... You go into Westminster Abbey. It's quite peaceful and serene in here. There's a few people at this time of day. Not many, however. And you notice the small alcove where the font, baptism font, is, which Proetus described to you. And as you look at it, you can see reality ripple around it slightly, using your mage senses. You start walking towards it, and Quatermain, you hear a voice. Oh, Mr. Quatermain! Father Adams, I'm afraid we couldn't find your piece of paper. Yes, hello, good morning, good afternoon actually now. Yes, we couldn't find your piece of paper. I'm terribly sorry. Oh. I see. Oh, well, please enjoy the Westminster Abbey. If you need any assistance or help, please just give a hollow. I'll try and do what I can. Oh, Constance, he says as he bows his head slightly and then heads off towards the vestry. And you continue making your way towards the baptism font. You get there, and it's a beautiful scene. You've got some stained glass windows depicting St. John baptizing people in the river. And below it is a stone font filled with holy water. And a lectern with the Bible sat next to it. Shogol says, so what do we do? Do you know the key? I see. Okay. Well, who goes first? You kneel before the font, and as you do so, you take a coin out of your pocket and toss it into the font. And you watch as he does this. Quatermain just disappears from view with a pop. And Quatermain, you appear in this room. You should be coming. Are you coming across? There. Are you loaded? Yeah, you're in. And you appear in a small room with a statue at the end. Torches burn on the wall and holders. You can see a door on the northern wall and 2 doors behind you lead out of this small building. Do you want to roll perception? Yeah, go for it. Okay. You hear singing on the other side of the door, but it's quite discordant, out of tune or something not quite right with it. And you also hear some other voices. They don't seem to be aware that you're here now, at the moment. Okay. You see Shogor appear behind you. Shogor kneels down and throws a coin into the font, and as she does so, she disappears from view and she re-enters the building with you. And she gives you the thumbs up, and out of her, and she reaches into her robes and she pulls out a small tubular object, and then she shakes it once and a quarterstaff extends out of it. She nods and smiles. Then she quietly walks over his way. Also, okay. And Constance, you appear in this small room. You can see Quatermain and Shogor standing there. Shogor puts her finger to her lips, just basically gives you the shh symbol. Telepathic messages, yeah. Yes, this will. You should. Hang on. Can you see it now? I forgot to turn vision on. I'll just check Scott's. Yeah. You do the same as well, Oculus. Right, okay, what I'll do is I'll activate the scene. Vanitas and Enoch, are you coming through? Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, I forgot completely about that. Okay, right. How do I do this so you can see they can't? Okay, right. What I'm going to do is just quickly, I'm going to drag you into that room so you can see what they're doing. Just you though. So that's what you see. This guy here is singing. This guy is knelt at the altar praying. This guy is sat in one of the pews looking to pray. And this woman, who is trying to hide behind this pillar in the shadows, just seems to be watching this door behind you. Or in front of you. This door here. Yep. She gives you a nod. Yeah, that Shogun, she's just upside down currently. Okay. Shogun steps up by side the door quietly. No. It's like a... It's not a lock that you can see without matter. Shogo whispers, so when do we go? On 3? Or we go 1, 2, then 3? Shogo looking at you all expectantly. So what do we do? Where are you looking in the items? What level? That will. That just hides a door. Yeah, it just hides the door, mate. Yeah, and he looked like a bit of a bruiser. Yes, there's a corridor here that leads off to other rooms in this place, and you would see like a sarcophagus in this room. What is that? That's a kitchen. No, there's no sarcophagus there. So you got a kitchen. You've got bedrooms. You've got a master bedroom. You've got a bathroom, and a toilet area. But you also notice that this altar here would be the sarcophagus. The guy at the altar. He seems to be the leader. Yeah. You're all doing this telepathically, so Shogo's just sat there looking at you all. Shogo reaches up and takes one of the torches off the wall. Still alight. I'm trying to help. Seers of the Throne, right? They're the bad guy faction, if you like, of the Concilium. So they work under the pretense that nobody should be able to use magic other than themselves, and that the masses of humanity should remain asleep and forever enslaved to the exarchs, which is the beings they basically worship. They think that the Concilium, which is you guys, and the Pentacle Mages are misguided fools that need to be destroyed, or brought into the fold of the exarchs and be enslaved by them. As you are... Yeah, they are, basically, yes, if you want to go down that road. That road, yeah. Yeah, if you want to boil it down, yeah, they are like that. The Concilium basically wants to wake everybody up so everybody can use magic. And the exarchs basically say, we are the supreme beings. People should bow down to us, basically. So, take your time. They are human beings still. They are still human beings. They have lives as well. And families. Yeah, some seers are basically taken without realizing it and enslaved against their choice to the exarchs as well. So some of them don't really have a choice. But once they're enslaved to the exarchs, there's no leaving them. Because they tend to get their hooks into their souls, essentially. It's all to do with souls. And once their hooks are in the soul, it's impossible to remove. So think of the exarchs as basically gods. No. So the arcana that you draw upon come from a place known as the Supernal Realm, and each Supernal Realm has a watchtower. Now, some of the watchtowers are presided over by the exarchs due to the great collapse that happened during the fall of Atlantis, which is where the mages come from. And that happened way back. So, yeah. Thanks, Scott. I'm 52. Okay, I'm 52. I'm not that old. Is as old as me? Yeah, you are. You remember the same things as me, so you're as old as me. Okay. So, what's the plan? Well, depending on how you do it will depend on what they do. Niels. Yes, there is a spell you could do, Undermined, and it is called, let me find it, Emotional Urging. It's a level 2 spell. Level 2 rote. I can't send it to chat. Okay. So basically, it will send an urge for her to look somewhere or do something, then take her eyes off the door for a split second. But if she passes her willpower, which will be contested, she'll know that something's up, and possibly warn everybody else. Yeah. And like I say, if she passes it, she'll know. If she doesn't, and yeah, she'll still feel the magic. Yeah. Is it matter magic? You just made it disappear. Proteus just turned it to gas and walked through it. Yeah, but... Or you could just try the door. Click on it. Yeah, try. Okay, so plan of action. What are you going to do? So, Oculus, you doing this magic? All happens at once, right? Okay, so I'll go down the list. Quatermain, what are you doing? Are you waiting for the door to open? Okay, so you basically, I'm going to give you a little bit of help here. A breach action. So Enoch, you're going to be in front of the door, kneeling down. I take it. Quatermain is going to be behind you with his shotgun or rifle. Oculus, Vanitas, where are you going to be stood, and what are you going to be waiting for? Okay. Yeah. His thumb hurts. Oh dear. A failed artist and now alcohol. Okay. Grow a weird moustache. Okay, so what is Vanitas waiting for? What's he going to do? Okay. This one. No one's tried it yet, so no one knows. But, oh, sorry, it will open inwards if that's what you're asking. Yeah, it'll open inwards. No, opens into the room. Okay. So, Constance, what are you doing? Basically, they're trying to get a surprise round. Enoch, yeah, sure. Okay, so the first thing that will go off is Oculus, you doing your spell. Your mind impulse. Go for it. Okay, you containing the paradox or releasing it? Roll wisdom, please. Yeah, you're fine. You take 1 bruising level though. And she has got to get 4 successes. Which she doesn't. And you see her head turn towards this way. So, Enoch, you open the door. Door opens. Quatermain. Oh, sorry, Constance. Are you ready to cast your spell? To deaden sound. Okay, so you can yeah, that's fine. Okay, right. So on your character sheet, you've got a little set of icons. One of them's called Improvised Spellcast, which is a hand with a circle around it. Okay, click that. That brings up Improvised Spellcasting. So you want to use force. So drop the Arcanum down to force. You're force 3, so you're level 3. So the next one in is level, and put 3 into that. You're doing potency, essentially, because you're trying to deaden the sound. You don't want duration, so leave that as it is. You're using your tool, so put in your tool on your yantra. Are you spending willpower? You don't have to if you don't want to. Okay. So you've got 3 free potency, so you can put that automatically to 3 and nothing will happen. Untowards will happen, should I say. Yeah, you want the duration to be 1 turn, so leave that as it is. You're trying to do 5 subjects, yeah? Okay, so click advanced. You want to click advanced on casting time, so it goes from 1 hour to a turn. Yeah. And you're looking to change the range to sensory. So you're going to be a 3 out of 1 reach. This is going to be painful if it fails badly. So then when you've done that, you cast spell. Okay, so yeah, you cast the spell and the door sound is quiet. Very quiet. There's no sound at all for just a split second. However, do you want to release the paradox or contain it? Roll wisdom. At the top of the sheet, near willpower, just highlight it blue and then click the dice icon just below it. It'd be like a D10 dice icon. No, it's fine. You're just learning the system. It's okay. So click on highlight wisdom, and then there's a dice icon underneath your character portrait. There'll be a window that will pop up. You might be behind your character sheet. Yes. No, just click execute. You should have rolled more dice than that. You should have rolled more dice. That's okay, I'll quickly do it. Try and speed things along a bit. It takes a bit of time to learn the system, don't worry about it. So, you don't contain the paradox. Unfortunately. Now I'm gonna... Yeah, this is interesting now for me, because you've just deadened the spell. Deadened sound. Everyone is now deaf. in the entire scene, everybody is now deaf. Yes, it does for you guys, yeah. But everybody else has got a condition, I think it is. Yeah, deafened. So Shogor's got deafened. No, she doesn't know. You guys haven't been talking, so she doesn't know she's deaf yet until the gun goes off. Yeah, you don't know about it yet. Also, the Seers of the Throne will be deafened. Because Paradox runs crazy and does strange things. It does, yeah. So, Quatermain, you pull the trigger. Who are you shooting at? Hello, Adam. Oh, he's been kicked out of Foundry as well. Yeah. Right. No, he's got a Nokia, hasn't he? Yeah. Okay. 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 What we'll do is we'll hold it there. I'll just put a creator main is to shoot. Yeah. Right. I'll pause the game there. Everyone. Well, hang on. Can I do it this way? If I do that. No, that's scene notes. That one, I think. Add beat. 1. What? Why? Oh, hang on. So add to that. Take Proetus off. I'll put constants on and Oculus. Yeah, take myself off. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, distribute beats. That should have worked. Oh, now I know how that works. Thank you very much, everybody. Welcome to the game, Holly. I hope you've enjoyed it. And we'll be 2 weeks later, which would be just before. Well, no, it won't be, will it? It'll be just. Yeah, probably not. No, everyone will be drunk. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have a break then. So we'll reconvene it being the New Year, after the New Year day. So, yeah, I'll see you guys after New Year's. Although I might throw an impromptu thing Christmas Eve. I don't know. It depends if I can get enough people. So, anyway, thank you very much, guys. So I'll catch you later, and if I don't talk to you before that a new Christmas day, have a happy Christmas and a good New Year's day as well.